the playing field. 1,100 miles of shoreline.
I got him too. Go. He's in there, Steve.
Somewhere in that vast expanse lies gold.
Baby.
Gold in the form of big slab crappie.
Man, that's good, isn't it?
That's good fish.
It's the final day of American Crappie Trail's Lucas Oil National Championship from Lake of the Ozarks.
15 minutes can change a lot. Tell you what, we'll see you at the weigh-in. It's going to be a good one.
Hey now, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
We feel good, brother. We feel good. We're gonna win this thing.
Day one on Lake of the Ozarks was a treasure hunt that paid off for our anglers. Father and son team of Charlie and Travis Bunting lead by just 0.3 of a pound over husband-wife team of Paul and Elizabeth Turner. The remaining top 10 are all within a pound, setting up a battle on Championship Saturday of the Lucas Oil National Championship.
We kind of found some fish at the end of the day, so we're hoping that they're there and we can make up some ground.
You can't ever give up. You gotta stay focused.
Welcome to the final day of the ACT Lucas Oil Championship here on Lake of the Ozarks. We had a great first day. Matt, what do you think about the second day?
Sam, I tell you, you're exactly right. The action on day number one was fantastic. What I saw will blow people's minds. I saw fish caught from 12 inches of water to 30 foot of water dead on the bottom. It's a wide open ball game. Jamie, you know, this is your home lake. Tell me what you think.
Well, you know, I'm the same as you are, Matt. I went as high as I could go up the river yesterday. We're talking 60, 70 mile marker. And where I thought I couldn't see anything else, I found the Lucas Oil boat fishing in that 12 inches of water. Totally blew my mind. It was amazing. So, I don't know. I mean, there's crankbait fishing, there is guys that are out there dock shooting, because there are 30,000 docks in this lake. So, I mean, it's an open game. I know history's gonna be made, Matt. I'm excited.
It could be anybody's game. The most exciting part of this inaugural season, right here, the Lake of the Ozarks National Championship, over $125,000 is going to be awarded. You do not want to miss this.
Day one leaders Travis and Charlie Bunting have had to slow down despite hitting several areas already this morning.
We've been on the move. We're probably on our 5th or 6th spot this morning. We've been fishing a lot slower than normal, but some of these bigger fish, you kind of got to worm them out of there. They're not the first fish that hit like on a typical, you know, this was springtime, we'd fish all this stuff extremely fast. Fish through it, get the aggressive bites and go on, but being it's fall and they're not as aggressive as they are in the spring, it seems like you kind of got to go back and forth a few times before you catch the good ones. This should be the first wood bed right in front of us now. Take this one.
We've got one of our top 10 teams right here. They're in 8th place. It's Barry Morrow and Chad Moppin. And both these guys are excellent, excellent one-pole fishermen. You see they're working this cover with those long poles. They got a jig tipped with a minnow. You can see how they're just barely moving that just a little bit. You don't have to move it much. Hopefully, I just saw them catch a pretty good fish. Hopefully they're going to come to the scale this afternoon with 8 or 9 pounds. They'll get them. Those guys know what they're doing.
Chasing Caps and Coleman in the B&M Angler Team of the Year race is Tim Blackley and Jackie Van Cleef. Tim and Jackie ended up in 12th yesterday, well within striking distance of the lead, but this morning is only producing drum and short crappie.
Tim and Jackie are fishing 5 rods, and typically when tournament fishermen are out here, they're using 8 rods. There's so much going on with the cover that's underneath the water that 5 rods is all 2 people can handle. There's a lot of times that they've only got 1 or 2 rods in the water because they're either rebaiting, catching fish, and this is the most efficient way for them to catch them. So you do what's comfortable, you do what works for you. 5 rods is the name of their game,
The second place team of Paul and Elizabeth Turner are pulling crankbaits in the main body of the lake, a technique that can produce big stringers this time of year.
We've watched them catch some fish. They're doing something totally unique. I've crappie fished for many, many years. I have never seen this done. They're trolling crankbaits at 3 miles an hour, 300 feet behind the boat. They're catching some decent fish. They have a legitimate chance to win a Ranger boat on Championship Saturday.
Choosing this technique may allow them to overcome the effects of the wind as it builds throughout the day. On the American Crappie Trails Lucas Oil National Championship from Lake of the Ozarks.
Lucas Oil's Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean, super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. Third-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail. The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products. Made in America, sold to the world. By Ranger Boats, driven to dominate. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. By General Tire, anywhere is possible. And by these other proud sponsors. Final day of American Crappie Trail's Lucas Oil National Championship from Lake of the Ozarks.
I tell you, we're watching Whitey Outlaw, General Tire Pro Staff guy. Here on day number 2, the wind's picked up. And I tell you, when you're fishing by yourself with 5 and 6 rods, it's overwhelming. It's more than a man can take. I tell you, his nerves will be frazzled when it comes 3:30 today and it's time to weigh in. He's doing a heck of a job. You notice he's keeping the nose of his boat pointed right into the wind. That boat control is absolutely everything when he's fishing this kind of cover underneath the water. Fish are sucked right up really, really close to the cover. He's fishing logs. He's fishing some stake beds and some small brush piles right here. And you know, you see the boat traffic moving up and down the water. His boat's moving side to side. The rod tips are moving. It makes it very, very difficult to detect a bite when his boat's moving like that. He's doing a heck of a job keeping it in control. Whitey is a seasoned veteran. He's an absolute fantastic angler. He's got a great chance to move up some spots and gain a big paycheck.
The father-son team of Charlie and Travis Bunting have just 0.3 of a pound lead over the rest of the field. So far today, they have a small limit, but no big tournament fish. Hometown favorites Tony Edgar and Travis Lepley are in 7th with just over a pound to make up. Today, the plan has gone as scripted.
They're biting really good. We've already got 7 in the boat. It's 9 o'clock, 7 good ones. I'll tell you what, Last day of the National Championship American Crappie Trail. Makes me almost sick to my stomach because that's why I like competition, man. I tell you, it's so much fun. What a great trail, paying back a lot of money. We got a $45,000 boat at stake here. We do. We're gonna fish hard all day, never give up. We've been here 2 hours, 7 to 9. And what, Tony? First 45 minutes, we didn't get a bite, and then we've caught 7 good ones in the last hour. So, all in a pretty tight area. So it can happen quick. 15 minutes can change a lot.
Man, that's good, isn't it?
Woohoo!
Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman are leading the B&M Angler Team of the Year race by 15 points over Kent Watson and Matthew Outlaw. If they can finish in the top 15 this weekend, they will walk away with the title and $25,000 in cash and prizes.
I mean, we fish before daylight to dark, you know, every day practicing, and you know, if you was to win this thing, it would, you know, it'd make all that time spent on the water, you know, well worth it. You know, we just like the competition, what we like. I talk about the competition between us and the fish. But we lay in bed at nighttime, we just think about how we can catch these fish, how we can get them off them stumps and treetops. It just, think about the small stuff. I mean, just like Ronnie was talking about, the boat control. You know, right up to the stump and just sit there. We got some pretty good fish, and we got a lot of stuff left, and we got a lot of confidence. So
We think we got the best stuff left.
we do have the best stuff left. Yeah. So we got a good afternoon coming on.
What we doing over here?
Just stay with us.
We just
We'll
playing
show you what's
around,
up.
man. We just playing around right now. We finna turn on smoke in a minute.
We got Kent Watson and Matthew Outlaw. These guys are in second place for the Angler of the Year team. They've got a lot on the line today. They're fishing hard. They wouldn't be out here in this mess if they didn't have to have those fish. Those are two good crappie any other time, but this is the last day. That one in his right hand may help him. He's probably gonna beam it as soon as he gets a chance, but out here in this wind, you've got to stay on top of everything. You can't really take luxury of beaming one of those fish.
Sticking with the unique aspect of trolling crankbaits at 3 miles per hour and 200 to 300 feet behind the boat, the husband-wife team of Paul and Elizabeth Turner continue to catch fish.
Paul's got one hooked right now. You can see he's playing the fish really, really slow. The fish is behind the boat. He's trying to get it to the top of the water to ski it in. This is something that I have never seen. This actually looks like a pretty decent fish if it's a crappie.
Our teams are pulling out all the stops. The Lucas Oil National Championship title is on the line from Lake of the Ozarks on the American Crappie Trail. Martin Metal, the specialists for your post frame or stud frame structure. Whether your project is agricultural or residential, we are the one-stop shop for your building needs, with the goal to always provide quality products at competitive prices. With great service, Martin Metal is more than metal. We have our own truss plant for your truss needs. Our lumber yard has the highest grade of lumber available in the area, and our window and door options are as diverse as the buildings we supply for. Martin Metal, where our motto has always been, working hard for your success.
put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler, gray head.
This patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
Land, water, seed, and sunshine. It's what farmers need to make things grow. At Mid-State Seed, we take pride in our partners and grow friendships too, providing quality seed farmers can count on. From quality control to packaging and shipping, Mid-State Seed works hard to distribute affordable product from America's heartland. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Midway through Championship Saturday at American Crappie Trails Lucas Oil National Championship from Lake of the Ozarks. On the main lake, the wind is gusting up to 25 miles per hour, creating a challenge for our teams. The third place team of Keith Muller and Wes Cooper have ducked out of the wind and are targeting docks.
That's a good fish.
There you go. Money, money, money.
The sixth place team of Doug Munch and Scott Watson are pulling crankbaits in a sheltered arm of the lake. Unlike the second place team, Munch and Watson are fishing at traditionally slow trolling speeds and just 50 to 70 feet behind the boat. Team Bunting is trying to hold on to their 0.3 of a pound lead. They are fishing various depths, searching for that one kicker fish.
One of the things you'll notice with all these teams, they know exactly how deep they're fishing by that length of that rod. If that rod is 10 feet long and their weight is down here to the butt, that means they're fishing 10 feet. In other words, you use that rod as a ruler. And that is the quickest and the easiest way to keep that bait at a consistent depth. Because I'm gonna tell you my secret, crappie will come up to take a bait, but they won't go down to take one. You've gotta be a little bit above them or right in front of them. You can't fish under them. They're not a catfish.
The fifth place team of Rusty Brown and Shannon Beckman are dock shooting, another option for catching big crappie on Lake of the Ozarks.
I'm not nearly a biologist, but them great big black ones in this lake, they'll get them one old dock, they kind of like to live around, and we've actually caught them and marked them and catch them again, you know, several weeks later. They'll just kind of get a spot they live and stay there. A lot of people don't realize how hard it is on them when you eat them.
We just watched Shannon Beckman and Rusty Brown put on a clinic. These guys are dock shooters, they're notorious for it. They've won about everything you can win at Lake of the Ozarks. They're in the top 10 on Championship Saturday. They've got better than what they had yesterday. That's what they feel like right now. They're still looking for 1 or 2 kicker fish. It could be anybody's ball game, but I tell you what, these two right here just show you how it was done.
From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake. Back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered. B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. Third-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
The outboards that are changing everything. Easy to own and fun to drive. The Evinrude E-Tech G2, now from 150 to 300 horsepower.
And it was just so easy to drive, not having to worry about the trim. I could just gas it and go, and that's where I fell in love with the engine.
I could drive my boat literally with one finger.
In terms of just convenience, easy for me, the G2 is perfect.
I wanted something my wife could drive with ease.
I love my G2.
For details, visit evinrude.com.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by B&M Fishing, quality performance and service for over 70 years. By Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. Martin Metal, your source for quality buildings, roofing, and lumber. By Evinrude, official engine of the American Crappie Trail. And by these other proud sponsors. Final moments of the American Crappie Trail's Lucas Oil National Championship from Lake of the Ozarks. The winds have altered many of our team's game plans. Some have resorted to pulling crankbaits, while others have sought shelter in remote arms of the lake. Fourth after yesterday, and leading the B&M Angler Team of the Year race is Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman. They understand the importance of every bite and how quickly things can change on Championship Saturday.
It's really going to come down to who catches the biggest bite, I'd say. And somebody in the top 10 could very well do it, but I would also say that somebody in the top 25 or 30 could do it with the right bite. I know there's a hybrid fish that lives here, which is a mystery fish. If you catch one of those, you can take it all home with one bite. And there has been fish way over 3 pounds that come out of here, and it is in fact that hybrid mix between a white and a black. It's a natural cross, and they grow exceptionally large. And 2 and 3 pound class fish, man, you know, and one of those would knock it out of the park for somebody. So you never know. That's what I need about right now, about a 3 pounder. We could just go on and lock the door on the deal. Look at this fish, see him biting? I got him too. Go, he's in there, Stevie. He's in there, here he comes. No. There's another one right there. You believe that's a weighing fish right there, man. That's a keeper, yes sir. That ain't the big one, but that's a keeper. How long did it take me to catch a fish? Forever. Let's go.
Time expires on day 2 of the Lucas Oil National Championship. With our field so close, the top 10 is bound for a shakeup. And that's exactly what happened when the 20th place team of Dan Porter and Damon Thompson stepped to the scales.
Now folks, check this string out. 881 is going to put you up today, total $15.99. Share the 16 pounds, but good enough to put you in the lead right now.
Taking the hot seat, Porter and Thompson had to face a barrage of top 10 teams.
Worked hard. 786, 1587. Gonna be a hair short. 656 two-day total.
Porter and Thompson held on till Kyle Shanehair and Ryan Newhouse stepped to the scales.
822 on your 796. That puts you 1618. That puts you right up there in the first spot. You can high-five each other. It's all good.
Shanehair and Newhouse look on while Tony Edgar and Travis Lepley take a swing at the lead.
727 puts you at 1543. Not quite there, but awesome, awesome two-day total for you guys.
Next to the scales is Doug Munch and Scott Watson.
788 today, Scott. What do you think?
Let's hope.
Look at there.
Let's hope.
Look at there. 803. That puts you at 1633. You moved right up there in the number one spot.
Munch and Watson take the hot seat.
Let's give it up for boat number 6, Rusty Brown and Shannon Beckman. More fun than a barrel of monkeys. Look at there, guys. You're going to do it, too. 842, put you at 847, two-day total, 1689. New leaders.
Beckman and Brown take the lead with Capps and Coleman right behind them.
839 to get it, and woo, 717, a hair short, 1567 for your two-day total.
Despite falling short of the lead, Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman wrap up the B&M Angler Team of the Year title, the first ever for the American Crappie Trail. Next to step to the scales is Keith Muller and Wes Cooper.
They're going to need 816 to move in. Look out. Think you're going to do it, guys. 865 on the 873, put you at 1738. I'll take some of that. You guys are new leaders. How about it, Wes?
The last to weigh in is Day 1 leaders Charlie and Travis Bunting.
B&M, Charles Bunting, Travis Bunting need 810 to move into the national champion. Here we go, first time. I think it's going to get there. 831 on your 928, 1759. Charles Bunting, Travis Bunting, our 2017 American Crappie Trail National Champions. Folks, there they are, right there.
Well, Matt, that's it for the championship here at beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. We've had a great tournament. We've had a great championship. I know you got to be proud.
I am proud, Sam. There's no doubt. You know, this is a total team effort. Our staff, our organization, we work so close to give the anglers exactly what they want. Lake of the Ozarks was lived up to be the equalizer. It was totally that. The last hour, last day, the B&M Angler Team of the Year was decided. Ronnie Capps, Steve Coleman won that award, and Travis and Charlie Bunting, the local hometown favorites, won the first American Crappie Trail National Championship here at Lake of the Ozarks. Jamie?
You know, Matt, I'm going to be awake for this for days, thinking about everything that I've saw and soaked in. I mean, I've seen methods on Lake of the Ozarks that blew my mind. I mean, it was just amazing. My butterflies were churning on the top 3 at the very end. I knew it was going to be a nail biter. This is by far the best championship I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. You know, this is just the start, guys. American Crappie Trail has a lot more in store. Everyone, you do not want to miss what American Crappie Trail has for 2018.